All right, so let's talk about Sui for a second because the price in this thing, the price action has been absolutely remarkable. And the funny thing is, this thing still has ways to run. That being said, nothing in this video is financial advice, and make sure you're doing research. And also make sure that you watch this video all the way through, because the last thing I want is for you guys to assume that I'm going to tell you guys to get into Sui right now if you're not already in it, and then you end up getting wrecked, and then you want to come back on a later video of mine, whether it be Sui or something else, and then say, hey, that was a bad call on Sui, not knowing that I've been talking about Sui since about 80 cents on this channel, so we've already made some nice gains. Now, before I continue into this video though, for anyone that's a leverage trader and you're looking for a great exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. You get 10% bonus on first-time deposits. You get extra bonuses of up to $10,000, and you get to use up to 500x leverage. Of course, make sure you know what you're doing when it comes to leverage trading. Don't just be getting onto these platforms and just going straight for 500x leverage, and then you lose all your money, and then again you want to come back and talk to me. All right, so yeah, you're gonna find a link to BTCC down below in my description. You're also going to find a link to my Patreon for anyone that wants to check that out and find some exclusive content. You'll also find a link to Cetus, which is a great crypto indicator, which lets you know when's a good time to buy and sell. Now, let's get into the video. So first off, let's take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now is basically sitting at its all-time high. A bullish momentum was fired on this indicator on December 15th, which is the day that I'm recording this video. Okay, so Bitcoin is looking strong, but take a look at this. Over the last week, we see a whole ton of red in crypto, a whole ton of red. A few sticks out, and the ones that sticks out are the coins like Sui, for example. We can see that Sui is up over 13% in the last week. But if we take a look on the day is looking pretty good, a whole ton of green, and we see Sui is up again, it's up 8% on the day. So things are looking pretty good there. Now, if we take a look at the actual chart on Sui, what we're going to notice is Sui is currently sitting at its all-time highs. And I expected this. I expect Sui to continue to rally because it is a coin that they're comparing to Solana this cycle. And you know, it's actually kind of funny when I think back and of when I started talking about Sui on this channel, and I would get some comments, oh, the unlocks, the tokenomics sucks. It's got all this unlocks coming up. You know, people are going to get dumped on. And then people also said stuff like it's not the Solana killer. Solana is Solana, and people are always just overly bullish on a coin that's already ran. And that's what I find extremely hilarious in the crypto space. After a coin has done a 10x or whatever, all of a sudden it's the best coin to ever exist in crypto. We're also seeing that with XRP. Once the coin rallies significantly, all of a sudden it's the best crypto on the market. And it's funny because if Sui goes up to a $40 billion market cap, you're going to see people saying this is the best coin on the market. Crypto space is extremely hilarious. But anyways, now, if we take a look at the indicator on Sui. So a bullish momentum was fired on December 12th, and things are looking absolutely fantastic. Sui is actually one of my top performing utility coins in my crypto portfolio. We've got Sui and we got Cetus. Now I'm going to talk about Cetus a little bit later on in this video though. And then we also did get in a couple other Sui ecosystem plays, which I no longer hold because I felt like Sui and Cetus was just the best one. So I decided to stick to only these two. So these are the only two that I'm holding in my portfolio right now. Okay. Now, one thing that we need to do if we're going to be talking about Sui is we have to compare the price action to that of Solana's, because if this is considered to be the Solana killer, and whether that be true, it doesn't matter. As long as people are saying it, then we need to take note of it, because at the end of the day, that's just what drives a lot of these coins, right? It's all about hype, right? Now, if we take a look at how Solana has been performing over the last little bit, it hasn't really been doing much, because all the way back here in April, it was $127. Now it's $220. So that's not really anything to talk about. Okay, we take a look at the price action on Sui, we can see that this thing has just been rallying. Like back in April, it was like $1, and now it's close to $5. So if you did buy SWI back in April, it would have been a better bang for your buck in comparison to something like Solana, right? And I think that SWI is going to continue, but make sure you look, the run is going to continue, but make sure you look for dips. Don't just be buying these things at the all-time highs, because there's always going to be pullbacks along the way. All right, so SWI is looking extremely strong, and this is a coin that I don't plan on letting go anytime soon, because when you take a look at how the market has been performing, and we see that even on red days, SWI just sticks out, like it just decides to do its own thing. And take a look at this, because you guys need to understand what's happening. Because let me pull up Cetus for you guys here. So right now, Cetus is actually sitting at its all-time high. It made a new all-time high today, actually. See, this is a SWI DEX, right? And again, we got on this one at like 8 or 9 cents, so it's been a while. The market cap is 292 million. And again, the funny thing about this is it's still cheap. Even though we got into this one super early, it is still cheap, because this thing is not even in the $1 billion range yet. This thing at minimum has a 10x left remaining on it. Again, make sure you're doing research. Don't just listen to me, because nothing is financial advice. But the run is just getting started for Cetus. This thing is up 22.5% today. If you take a look at a lot of these coins on CoinMarketCap, you're not going to see a lot of them with those types of returns in the last 24 hours. Like, look at this. Where do you see up 22.5%? You only see it on coins like Cetus, because the narrative is there, the hype is there, and it's going to continue to rally, in my opinion. Okay, now if we take a look at the indicator here, we got a bullish momentum that was fired on December 11th, and obviously it's been going crazy. Check this out. Did it make, I thought it made a new all-time high. Looks like it pretty much just touched its recent all-time high of 49 cents before pulling back a little bit. But just this massive green candle that just happened out of nowhere, it seems. But to me, it's not out of nowhere, because I know where this project is going. I know where Cetus is going. I know where SWI is going. So if you're not paying attention to the hype coins, and you continue to only buy coins that doesn't have the right narrative, doesn't have the right hype, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're always going to be scratching your head, asking yourself, like, did I really get into the right coin, or should I be rotating into something else? And then you're going to find yourself rotating into coins like Cetus and SWI after they've already gone parabolic, after SWI is sitting at a $40 to $80 billion market cap, after Cetus is sitting at like a $4 to $6 billion market cap. That's when you want to FOMO into these things. And honestly, stop with the FOMO, get into projects early, and just wait. All right. But yeah, I still hold my bags of Cetus and SWI, and I don't plan on letting these things go until at least mid bull run. Of course, I'm